everyone. This is Shuli. Today I have a quick game of words bleeped off the E show, and I have some poetry, which I will be reading in the voice of Bobcat Goldthwait.
Give me a little taste of that.
Gene made a machine, and Joe made it go. Art cut a fart and blew the whole goddamn thing apart. Thank you. That's fucking talent.
You know what? We haven't spoken to Shuli today, Howard.
Oh,
That's right.
I got to do the news, too. I don't have much time.
His game's fairly short.
You know what? Why doesn't he hold that for tomorrow?
Okay.
You know, tell him we just
Sorry
run out of
about
time.
that. That's terrible.
We'll do the game and whatever else he has planned tomorrow. It'll be a big Shuli day.
Okay.
I am sorry.
You know, we'll get all. I don't want to give him the bum's rush.
He's all the way here from Vegas. You can't not put him on.
We'll put him on. He'll be fine.
Sorry.
What's the game again?
This one is guess which word E didn't bleep on the E show.
All right, can you do it real quick?
Yeah, because it's only 3 questions.
All right, go ahead. Guess which E on the E show, which word they didn't bleep. Here's Shuli.
The word that wasn't bleeped.
Shuli, go ahead. What's the game?
The game is guess which words were bleeped on E.
Go ahead. Give me your choice.
Okay, I give you 3 choices. You tell me which of these words was not bleeped on E.
Was not bleeped. Go ahead.
Okay. A, donkey punch.
Donkey punch.
B, lesbo. C, bitch.
Donkey punch.
Anybody else want to guess?
We're talking about what was not bleeped.
Correct.
Donkey punch.
Well, lesbo was definitely bleeped and probably I'd go with donkey punch as well.
Well, you're all incorrect. The word bitch was never bleeped. Donkey punch was bleeped.
What
And
is a donkey? Wait, whoa. What is a donkey punch?
It was actually my call. I called in. Somebody, it was a guest on, and I think it was Andrea, the stripper,
Yeah.
and Miss Howard Stern, and I asked her if she would ever let Casey donkey punch her, and they bleeped it.
All right, if you're out with Casey and his friends and he gives you a punch in front of everybody, would that be out of line?
What is that?
What is a donkey?
I saw it.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It's clean.
What is it?
While you're making love to a woman, I think you're supposed to punch her in the face because it's supposed to be better. I mean, I don't know why.
Is there a donkey who works at E that was offended? Like, why would you bleep? Oh, my God. Okay, go ahead. All right, ask me the next one because
Okay.
E is a constant mystery to me.
Next 3 choices. A, darky. B, Chinaman. C, goddamn.
Wasn't bleeped.
I know goddamn's always bleeped on there. They have a real problem with that. I know Chinaman they would bleep. So I'm going to, what is the other one?
Darky?
I'd say darky was allowed on.
You are correct. They bleeped Chinaman and goddamn.
Okay.
And I have another one.
Scary that I'm starting to think
on
like the
Yeah,
executive.
you figured them out.
Darky's way more offensive than guy.
Chinaman.
I was just told why donkey punch was bleeped.
Why?
Cruelty to animals.
Get out.
Stop. The animals were complaining.
But it's not a donkey you're punching.
Calling a woman an
Someone there doesn't
animal.
know that.
What?
Apparently someone there doesn't know what
Yeah, but
donkey
why
punch
don't
is.
they check with us before they just randomly bleep stuff? I'm so who is in charge of that?
But imagine, so if I say I want to punch a donkey, they're gonna bleep that?
Yeah, it's cruelty to animals.
Just talking about it is too cruel.
So if some maniac calls up and says, I want to punch a donkey, and it's funny. Did you ever see Blazing Saddles where they punch a horse?
Yeah.
It's great.
They're still
Great
showing that
scene.
on TV. Could somebody from E get their heads collectively examined? Oh, I get so irritated with this game, Shuli.
Do you want to hear the last one?
Go ahead.
All right. A, petting zoo. B, homo. C, bastard.
Homo, I know they always bleep. That's a given.
Bastard or petting zoo, then?
Bastard, petting zoo. I'm going to say bastard.
No, they couldn't have bleeped petting zoo.
Yeah, I bet you they did. Because it's offensive to
Yeah,
animals.
what's the context?
Howard's correct. The bastard is the only word that was not bleeped, so they bleeped petting zoo and homo.
Wow.
Why petting
Petting
zoo?
zoo.
Petting zoo. It was. You actually have this on tape if you want to get. It's Gary Garver interviewed Gary Busey in L.A. and
Okay.
mentioned your name, and Gary Busey said something about tell Howard to go to a petting zoo and put salt on his ass for the goats or something like that, and they bleeped petting zoo. Out of that whole statement, they bleeped petting zoo.
Let me ask you something. Why are you here?
I'm working for the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, you are? Well, tell Howard the best way he can lose weight is to put salt on his ass and go to a and tell him to stay away from the miniature goats because they'll fornicate with mailbox post.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
You're welcome.
What is going on? They bleeped
Unbelievable.
petting zoo. Where's Robin Brzezinski, who's in charge of the show? Who is the person? I want the name of the nincompoop who makes the decision on what to bleep?
Someone's gonna get donkey punched.
Who is the one that would bleep petting zoo?
E has a standards department, standards and practices.
Okay.
That we have to go through, and we submit every piece of tape that's going to be aired, and they come back with
petting zoo
recommendations.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Why did they bleep petting zoo?
They bleep petting zoo because the inference was that it was going to be cruelty to animals. So he said something about
But I was going to put salt on my ass and the animals would lick it off. Is that so cruel?
bestiality.
That's
That's bestiality.
But that part went through. Petting zoo was
I don't think it
bleeped.
was. I don't think it was about licking. I think it was about sex with an animal.
You get the tape. You can play the tape. They didn't bleep it on the radio.
Well, of course not.
Yeah, they just bleeped it on E.
Yeah, E has very funny standards.
You want to know something? Do they tell you before we air
Yeah,
this?
absolutely.
So can you tell me these things so I can call someone up and at least yell at them before they do
I'd
it?
be happy to.
Because that is unbelievable what you've pointed out here today.
They're very sensitive towards gay donkeys.
Petting zoo.
Petting zoo. My favorite is beaver and bush. You
Yeah.
can say beaver.
Right.
You can't say bush. We have to bleep the word bush.
Yeah, I've had it there. By the way, I have had it there.
Wow.
I mean, that's insane. That drives me over the edge.
How are you supposed to do anything, man? They just
I don't
keep taking
know.
stuff away left and right.
They keep taking it
from you.
away, and they keep chipping away at my humor, and it's insane. But there's some interesting discussions that are going to be going on in the next couple of months.
That's why everybody's got to vote for Kerry. Get rid of
Thank
Bush.
you, Shuli. You've won me over. Thank you, Shuli. Great
Thanks,
game.
man. I'll
Short,
see you guys
sweet,
tomorrow.
and good.
That was good.
That's the way I like to do
Very
it.
good.
All right.
Love you guys.
Shuli coming in with a little rocket. Bam. Shuli. Boom. In, out. Boom. Reading my mood and boom.
Yeah, that's a big thing, is reading your mood, actually.
That's
with the
right.
Show. Absolutely. That's very hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard for me to know what's going to happen.
Shuli, how do you think your game went in there?
I think it went well. I hope Robin doesn't hate me. Robin Rosinski.
You feel like you pissed some people off?
No, I'm not
Howard a
bleeping
little
the
riled
words. Howard's pissed at the situation. I don't think he's pissed at me, and I don't bleep the words. I just watch it and laugh about it. You know.
Are you pissed because your game got cut a little short? Or
No, not at all. This was a short game. I didn't have a lot for this game anyways, and it was perfect doing it this way. I enjoyed it a lot this way. And I got some poems and some more games tomorrow, and possibly some strippers coming down tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Nice.
We're gonna have a good time. Thank you. This week is going by pretty fast. I'm amazed at how much work everybody really does here. People don't get out of here till really late, and I mean the show it runs great for as much as they got going on. As far as my week, I'm learning a lot. You know, it was a little intimidating at first. I've never worked on a show before. As a stand-up comic, it's tough to kind of just get in there and do your material. So. It's about picking your spots. I'm trying my best, and I'm doing the games because Howard seems to like them, and that's about it. And I hope it goes well.
Let me go through the email real quick because we got a ton of stuff to get through. Hey Howard, just saw a picture of Shuli. Shuli's the guy trying out for John's job this week. As a matter of fact, he's kind of running into some hard times. Yesterday we didn't get to his Jackie Mason interview, and today he's supposed to do strip stern trivia. And then he just went up to Gary a few minutes ago. He goes, "I didn't know how to tell you this, but I can't get the strippers down here for the game, and I can't do it."
What happened there?
I don't know. And Gary said, "Why didn't you tell me earlier? We could have gotten some strippers for you."
Yeah.
Can we still do it?
Shuli choking. And he's
That's
a smart
not
guy.
good.
Funny guy. He's just choking.
What happened with the Jackie Mason interview? You going to do that?
Yeah, we got that. It's good. It's funny, but
All right.
this one is Shuli. Saw the picture of Shuli on your website. He looks like a serial killer or sexual predator. Very creepy. Here's another one. Shuli looks like an effing kid toucher. You should check the sex offender websites and see if he's listed as an offender.
You know what? I never knew what a child toucher looked like.
Now you do.
But there are a lot of pro Shuli ones. I mean, he is winning his fans. I mean, a lot of them.
Shuli's good. Come on.
Howard, I think Shuli's one of the best candidates so far for John's job. I liked his bit on Guess What E didn't bleep. It was short and to the point. Shuli rules, F the FCC. So Shuli will get votes. Here's another one. I just want to say that I dig Shuli. Sal was really great, and he has my vote so far. But Shuli had some good ideas so far, and it'll be tough to choose between him and Sal. I hope you give Shuli the chance to prove himself. And there you go. But the negative ones did outweigh the positive. Shuli is boring, no talent, and a lame ass who could not be funny if Chris Rock had his blank shoved up his blank.
Jeez.
Shuli must have pictures of Howard blowing. Shuli must have pictures of Howard.
Hey now.
Well, you could say that. Yeah. All right. Shuli must have pictures of Howard doing something to John Stamos or something. It's the only reason I can figure for having this douchebag on the air. End this prick's week early. Get him out. Shuli's got some kind of game. Hey, Shuli. Come on in, man. Shuli wants John's job. Shuli interviewed Jackie Mason, too. Gary, bring in the interview. Got a little portion of that. Shuli, what do you got for us? Let me do the Jackie Mason interview.
Well, I just want to tell you a quick story. When I was on my way to go interview Jackie Mason, I happened to walk by a restaurant out here, and sitting inside was Kathy Lee.
Why don't you interview her?
Well, I posted out there for like 2 hours, waited for her, and then when she came out, I started yelling at her to answer some questions. I had a real soft question to butter her up about her concert coming on. She totally didn't even look up. But the point is, she's sitting in this area of the restaurant, which is facing the street, because she wants everybody to walk by and see her and go, oh, my God, there's Kathy Lee.
Right.
But then she won't talk to anybody.
Right.
You know? So I tried to get that. I thought the Stern gods were smiling upon me.
That would have been great.
Yeah, but you know what? You made her day.
Yeah, that's true.
A reporter after her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went home and went, this reporter from the New York Times was trying to interview me.
He's trying to get a scoop.
I told him no interviews.
Yeah.
Actually, he wasn't a reporter, and he wasn't from anything, but...
From there, I went and I met Jackie Mason.
Jackie Mason is one of the most brilliant stand-up comics.
He's
older guy now, but still brilliant. And Shuli I had to cut it down. It was a very long interview, and very supportive of me. And
a celebrity interview. Let's mention that again, because I know a few people haven't been doing celebrity interviews for that.
I wonder where the interview actually is. I guess I'm going to guess here and say
CD1.
All right, thank you. Jackie Mason says something so brilliant, I only wish I had thought of it.
Oh.
It's good.
He gets to the point that he gets worked up, and he says, he's against the FCC fining anyone, especially me. He understands what I'm doing. And he says, pornographer. They call Howard Stern a pornographer. He says, the people who listen should be fined. They're the pornographers.
There you go. That's the people they really are
you can't
upset
find the
with.
guy who's saying it should be upset with the people who listen to it.
It was brilliant.
It's a brilliant thing. Do you know how brilliant that is?
That's why he's a genius.
I mean, it's like Ashcroft going, they're forcing this pornography down our throats. You're angry with the people who buy it. There's $7 billion a year spent on porno movies and magazines.
They're not being robbed, those people.
Yeah, no one's forcing them to buy it.
Yeah, it's not a hoax. It just doesn't appear.
And Jackie
out of
Mason
nowhere.
says the government should fine anyone who listens.
Right.
Who cares? If I'm running around like a madman saying it, what's wrong with you that you're listening? Pornographer.
Yeah, get out of the. It should be the people that are fine.
This guy's so bright that really none of you have a right to listen to this.
I'm all for that.
I'm leaving.
If they want to pass that bill, I'll get behind.
I get behind that.
This is Shuli. I'm here with Jackie Mason, the legendary, the great Jackie Mason, and I'm interviewing for the Howard Stern Show. Jackie, how are you doing today, sir?
I don't think that's any of your business how I'm doing. You're not paying me that much for this interview that I have to tell you all my conditions.
Now, Jackie, the other day, Howard said some very nice things about you on the air. He said he's a huge fan of yours. How do you feel about Howard and his problems with the FCC right now?
I never liked Howard Stern personally, and his problems are none of my business. He never did nothing about my problems. You know how many problems I have this week alone? I don't hear from him. He don't ask me no questions. He doesn't care if I get over it. He doesn't care if I passed away. I never hear from him.
Now,
why is it a free country for a movie maker? Why is it a free country for a guy in a play when they call plays vagina monologues? If he said even the word vagina, the FCC would be calling him up every 10 minutes, and he would be fined by now $3 million. Every time you read a book, every bestseller is about nothing but filthy words on every page. The most popular word starts with an F, and that's in every major novel, every major bestseller. There's no such thing as clean words in any form of literature or communication in this country. Why is he singled out, or some other lumberjack singled out as the only ones for whom there's a special language allowed.
Do you believe that this is...
It's a free country for everybody but them. Do we all live in America and he lives in Japan or in Russia under communism and the rest? It's a democracy for everybody but him. The FCC has as much right to regulate free speech as you have to come to my house and tell me how to make love. And if you don't like it, to offer me censorship and to fine me for because you don't like the last position I was in.
Now, you believe this is politically motivated? Do you believe this is politically motivated? You think this is just...
Did he fall off his chair?
Yeah, what happened?
He had his manager and like another guy with him. And so as I ask him the question, they're all looking at him. They're going, do the thing about the internet.
Okay.
You know, so like a witch hunt, like he says.
You want me to tell you the truth? I can't figure out what the motivation is, except for the idiocy of the FCC and the governmental boards who decided that they have authority, and they have decided that because they have the authority, they have a right to use the authority however they please. They get complaints from certain people who are blue buds or puritanical sickos who decide that I respect everybody's right to be offended. But that's what a democracy is about. You have a right to be offended, and I have a right to say it, and you have a right not to listen. He didn't come to your house to tell it to you personally that you bought a radio. The radio has more than one station. Change the station. Are you that stupid that you can't change the station? If you're listening to it, then you're a filthy person, and you have no right to attack him. The FCC should attack the listener if they find it so offensive. When you're caught with pornography in your house and they put you in jail for studying pornography, they don't put the pornographer who writes it in jail because you know that you have a right to write pornography as long as you don't pass it out to children. I would say this, that it's a sickening idea of a premeditated goal to single out any individual you please because you have the authority. Because take a look at what's on the internet every day. Every time you work your internet, where you have no freedom of choice. It's not like Howard Stern, where you have the freedom of choice to turn it off. You can't turn off all that email that comes to you on the internet. It says, surprise, surprise. So you say, well, let me see the surprise. Turns out you have a larger penis than everybody else. 90% of the email that follow, not only that, they use total subterfuge and fraud. They make it sound like an invitation to a bar mitzvah.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Mason. I'm a huge fan. Thank you.
There he is, the great one.
Great.
He is
Jackie
so funny.
Mason.
That was
The
good.
guy's bright as a what? As a light bulb.
That's right.
As a
Sharp as a tack.
sharp as a tack. That's right. But he's right.
He's absolutely
You should be
right.
fine for listening to the show. Don't find me. What did I
You
do?
people are the dirty ones.
I love that.
People who wanted it.
He said just because the FCC is there, they can pick out who they want to find.
So there's
Yeah.
unmitigated gall.
Yeah.
He's right.
Oh, he's terrific.
Well, so I also have this game, and as you know, the strippers didn't show up.
Yeah,
but,
great.
But I have a backup plan.
Yeah.
I came up with something else.
Go ahead. Do it quick.
Well, this game is called Benji Put Your Clothes Back On.
All right.
It's going to be the same trivia questions. Benji's going to start out the game completely nude. For every right question, he'll put an article of clothing back on.
Somehow that doesn't excite me the way I thought about
Benji,
strippers.
you know what Benji will do? He'll make sure he answers incorrectly. So he
No,
can
you
stay
guys
on.
are answering the
Oh, you're
questions.
answering?
So your alternate for strippers not showing up is Benji getting naked.
That's my backup plan.
That's equal.
Hey, Shuli, I'm hearing you have a big schlong
Where'd you hear that?
from Zolar.
Yeah, that's my new bit, how to make me look like a fag.
Hey, Zolar.
Oh, you blew the whole punchline. I worked out the story. I'm telling you, I was totally emasculated by this guy inadvertently while I'm in a strip club, you know?
Yeah.
Goddamn hooker, dancer comes up to me, right? Give me a dance, and she doesn't know I know Shuli, and she's like, wow, I just gave a lap dance to, like, the biggest guy in the club, and she points to him.
Wow.
Yeah, and then she said the only guy who comes close to him is this black guy over here, and she points to Angry Black.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, my God, that's it for me. Mine shriveled up into, like, a little turtle head.
Wow. Boy, I tell you what, that's pretty hot when a stripper tells you you're like the largest guy she ever gave a lap dance to.
Robin's looking at me different now.
I tell you.
All right, so what's this game? Benji doesn't have to get naked. Just ask your questions. I don't want. Do you want to see him naked?
No. I
You
don't
want to get naked?
You know what? I just don't want to see Benji because I said the other day he wears shorts now to work every day, and he wears T-shirts that are too small.
Yeah, that's hot. Well, those are belly shirts.
They're not too small. My stomach's too big.
You're like these ghetto chicks. I mean, I can't believe the skin-tight clothes they wear, and they're fat.
He's a hoochie Martin.
All right, Benji, take off your clothes.
All right.
I'm not
what I
going
was going to say is Benji's disturbing even
Come on,
in his
buddy.
clothes.
in his shorts.
Yeah.
So every right question, you'll get an article of clothing back on.
All right, good. Let's do that real quick. Here's Benji.
Every wrong one, though, he's going to bend over and pick something up.
Oh, no.
So this went from having hot chicks in the studio to Benji naked.
Seriously, no joke. Do I not have great legs from my knees to my ankles?
No, they're horrible. They're horrible.
Oh, come on.
They're not attractive.
There's not a guy here who has better legs from their knees to the ankle.
I do.
Let's see him. Knees to ankle, I'll take you on.
I'm changing my contest. It's a leg contest. Yeah.
Knees to ankle purely.
Here, I have
Robin,
a nice
you're
shape,
judging.
I have a nice shaped leg.
I can't see.
My leg is long.
Purely knees to ankle.
Dude, my leg is long.
It's an okay leg, Benj.
Benji's leg is very muscular.
Benj, look.
It's leg to Howard.
Well, I can't see. Come on. Well,
Benji, look at
I
this.
gotta get up.
Howard,
you know,
you're ripped,
you have
man.
better skin color, Howard. I can see that.
I have better skin. Oh, leave out anything that's good on me.
He's
knees to ankle.
You have ugly, patchy hair.
No, these
Howard's is more uniform.
Oh, come on.
Look at my knee. Look at my leg. It's long and muscular. Look at it. That's beautiful.
Let's see the back of your
The back of my leg.
Let's see your calf.
Look, he's
I-
doing
you
the
could-
thing where he's showing you he has the heart-shaped calf, but you have an ugly leg.
What?
Come on. Robin, don't judge my face. Don't judge my
every
stomach.
chick tells me
Knees
I
to
got nice
calf.
legs.
I am the best on the show.
You're showing me the back of your leg.
That's beautiful. That's why.
Dude, stop yelling.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Turn
Right, get a microphone
the
around.
back of your leg.
The back
I'm
of
sure
my.
you got the same thing he's
I got this. I got a gorgeous leg.
Let's see it.
Why am I battling you about my leg? My leg is long and slender
You know
and
what?
nice. I have
If
gorgeous.
I had to stop flexing, Benji,
What
just
do you mean
stand
stop
Oh, I can
flexing?
do that. Anyone can flex.
Let's see it flexed.
Dude, what you got this grotesque short
like
leg.
this.
No, knees
It's-
to ankle.
That's what I'm saying.
deformed.
It's beautiful.
Who's got a better leg?
Robin,
Tell
come
me.
on.
I have the
Come
better
on,
leg.
you
Get out of here.
Oh.
You don't like the answer.
Benji,
Oh,
everybody
no,
else
that's
in the
fine.
room.
right,
It's
Benji.
fine.
Benji.
But I'm telling you, if you get
Dude,
random.
I can't stand when you get on mic. She told you the answer. Now stop.
He's got a muscle that looks like a tumor.
I know. He thinks that's hot. No chick likes that,
Well,
dude.
every guy around here tells me I have nice legs.
Show him the rest of the package.
Legs.
Legs.
I have nice legs.
I have nice legs.
You can't even say the
Need
word.
ankle. Need
Where did you grow
ankle.
up that you say legs?
South Carolina.
Wow.
Eggs.
All right, real quick.
All right.
Come on. How long? Could you please take your clothes? Well, you got a great chest. I'll give you that.
I can't even watch.
Who's bigger, Benji or that chick?
Yeah, but Robin, who's big? Look at Benji and see who's bigger in that documentary.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Take a look.
Benji's got ugly nuts.
What happened?
Like, what happened there?
What do you? You got to see me fool you around.
Benji's about
No, I
the
don't.
size of that chick.
He's about the size
He's
of
about the size of that chick.
you know what? She's bigger than me.
For every question you get right, Benji will cover his enlarged
All right,
clitoris.
Ben, you're naked, and let's go on with the game.
Okay.
I'll go first if you'd like.
All right, this is Stern Show trivia from classic fights, stuff
Quickly.
like that. Okay. What was the longest amount of time Robin Quivers and Stuttering John did not speak to each other? Here are your three choices.
Go ahead.
A, 2 months. B, 4 months. C, 3 weeks.
4 months.
You are correct.
Thank you.
Really?
All right, please put something back on.
What's he
He's putting on a sock.
I knew it.
He loves being naked.
I knew it.
You love it.
You know what? It's one day I'm gonna be older. I'm not gonna look like this. So why not do that?
We can
Yeah,
only
hope.
might as well show off.
We can
That's why you
only
got him.
hope.
You like showing off your youth.
Yeah.
All right, the socks are going back on. Go ahead.
Okay,
Robin now.
Okay, Robin. During an argument between you and Stuttering John, John claimed there were at least 2 Robins. Howard told John how many real Robins there are. Here are your choices.
All right.
Are there 3 Robins, 4 Robins, or 5 Robins?
I think there are 5 Robins.
You are correct.
Good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, and I wrote down the 5
What are
Robins.
the 5 Robins?
You said there's the old Robin, the new Robin, the engaging conversation for on-the-air Robin, the engaging conversation off-the-air Robin, and crazy Robin. Those are the 5.
I forgot that. All right, the sneaker is going back on. Thank God. All right, Artie, you're up.
Okay, Artie. In a fight between Gary and Robin, Gary said that these guys goof on me, but at least I know they like me. Robin's response was A, that's not true, B, screw you, who cares if I like you, or C, I do like you.
B.
You are correct.
Thank God. Put on your underwear, dude. I
So
can't.
far, we're 3 for 3.
That's not
and
hot.
Benji's still
That's
naked.
not hot.
What are you putting on now?
A T-shirt.
T-shirt. All right.
He's got one
that
shoe,
helps.
2 socks, and a shirt.
The wiener's the most offensive thing.
Are you
It really
telling me
is.
He runs around with no underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went commando today? Oh,
And
he's
by
got
the way,
boxers.
and the disturbing thing is how the belly hangs over, and then there's like this big red mark underneath his belly.
Really?
Can you lift up that fold of skin?
C-section. C-section scar.
What is that?
Dude, you gotta lose weight.
I agree.
You look horrible.
It looks like the Australian bush spider. I saw this thing on Discovery Channel.
How does he have a hanging fold of fat on his upper thigh?
I know. Look at that.
What is
Oh
that?
my!
That's like a
What's
pouch.
that?
It's a big pouch of fat, like right near your balls.
Goes good with your
I'm
calf.
overweight. Yeah, thanks.
You're overweight. Really?
All right, ask me my question. Fred, you want one?
Yeah.
All right, here. You better not get it
At least
wrong.
there's a shadow now.
Go ahead.
Okay, Fred. Which one of these did Gary say to Ralph in a fight? A, I wish you were never born. B, do you realize that everybody in the world hates you? Or C, I hope the priest rapes you again.
I know the answer to that, but go ahead.
Can you?
Oh, don't
I'll
answer.
say, I'll say number 2.
You're right.
You're correct.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that
Right.
sounds like a Gary.
Put on your shorts.
I don't think it's fair for you guys to tell him.
Is that the underwear going on? Thank you.
It was the most important question.
I like how he
Game
tied
over.
his shirt in a little gay knot
Yeah,
in
he's
front.
continuing to show us as much as he possibly can.
Why is he tying a shirt up in a belly?
By the
All
way,
right, just ask me one more question so we
Okay.
can get him dressed.
we're 4 for 4, by the
Yeah,
way.
we're good at
Yeah.
that. Well, we should know the answers to these.
Gary sincerely asked Howard once, am I not allowed to make mistakes?
Stop it!
Howard's answer was,
Benji, put that thing in your shorts.
Really? Come on, Ben.
Horrible.
Howard's answer to this was A, no, B, yes, or C, do you have to make all the mistakes?
C, do you have to make all the mistakes?
Correct.
All right, there you go.
Thank
And the
you,
clothes come back on. Shuli,
Thank
great
you, guys.
job. Good
Thank you,
Jackie Mason
Benji.
interview. Nice. It would have
you.
been better with strippers.
You love getting naked.
No, I don't actually.
You do.
Yeah, I do. I like it. I like being naked.
You love getting naked and let
It's
everything.
thrilling knowing all you guys are seeing my penis and my balls.
I want to thank Benji for taking one for the team.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Maybe he didn't like it.
The bit was funny though.
No, the bit was great.